are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Nicki Minaj is claiming that Devil Nation in the industry is trying to force her to stop making music. She said anytime COCK Nation is in the news for something, they don't want you to know a few things will happen. Will Smith will appear? What does he have to do with anything? A famous person is announced, not alive. Their allies will begin to post and say nasty things about the queen. Lazy will pop up looking dumb. You know what? In all seriousness, Nicki Minaj is a comedian. Like, I be cracking up because the way she just words things is hilarious. Then she said they came begging the queen for a tour and album. I said, nope, LMFAO wanted to patch it up. They needed help with the queen and the barbs. I called the barbs on the secret barb phone. It was a resounding no, like just casino. Let me find out you gonna let Dez take the fall alone. I don't blame you. That ugly ass hoe B were gonna snitch anyway. You might as well beat her to it. Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations. Run. Now, Nicki also said they don't want me to put out music. Me winning makes them feel like they lost. They're right. However, it didn't have to be this way. Lots of people part ways in business. They know how successful my next album is going to be. Trying to sign Wayne, Champagne Thickums, and me. So they keep wanting to take or stop my money simply because narcissists believe that what you work hard for belongs to them. Fuming because they can't siphon anymore. Energy, money, blessings, love, grace, joy, peace, the culture. No successful tours, just vibes, payola, and casinos, okay? And then she also said, I have evidence that this was given to a business manager who never told me. My lawyers and business managers, old and new, are aware. Let's see if they'll speak up or if I have to call them out by name. The same business manager stole from me many times. Then he was accused of offing a woman, leaving her in a hotel room. Not sure of the outcome of the case, though. I believe they later said she died of a overdose after he left the hotel room around 3 a.m. or something like that, okay? So, in my opinion, I think Nicki Minaj is trying to allude that the industry basically wants her to stop making music. They want her to retire. But good news. Nicki Minaj said on Spaces that she is still releasing her album, that she is not going to quit. She told the barbs to not stress, and that the barbs are very powerful. So that's what she said on Spaces. So it looks like she is not giving up. Not only that, though, DeAndre, Nicki Minaj's former stylist, who has allegedly stole from Nicki Minaj, has sent Tasha K a cease and desist. It looks like he is denying the allegations, even though Tasha did show some daunting evidence proving that basically he did steal, and allegedly other people will be revealed, allegedly raw. But with that being said, he is basically denying the allegations. Here's my thing. I think he's only doing that because he don't want other celebrities to stop working with him, because I believe he used to work with Mariah Carey and other celebrities. So if, other celebrities be like, well, if he'll steal from Nicki Minaj, he might steal from us. We might have to audit his ugly ass. Nicki also came after Kevin Federline because he spoke negatively about Queen Britney, and she said, "Be when I catch you." Now, Botch Ken Barbie, Cardi B's lapdog, decides to go off on Tasha K because Tasha K said Off the Cheat and Off the Cheat's mama owed Cardi B $10 million, which I really don't believe. But that's what Tasha K reported. And Botch Kim Barbie said, the way Tasha K is going to end up homeless at this point, ... After cheating, Cardi may not be in the best place, but believe that he and his mom stole $10 million from her is ridiculous because she don't got $10 million. That's why it would not be believable. But with that being said, there are, however, property moves that went wrong, and it was nowhere near $10 million. It's actually less than $1 million, and there's no cash involved. But the constant harassment Tasha K has been doing these past 4 months and thinking it's safe just because you're not saying a name. Good luck in court again. So Cardi B, I guess, is going to take Tasha K to court yet again to get no money because Tasha K definitely did not pay Cardi B her $4 million. I can already tell you that. I don't care if she got $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. She ain't getting no $4 million. Okay. And Cardi B stays in court because I think Cardi B rather be in court than the studio. She always in court, but it took you like 7 years to put out an album. Interesting. But you be quick to, give somebody a lawsuit. That's very interesting. I think she likes being in court because it causes controversy and it takes her away from actually being an artist. So I think she likes doing stuff like that. But let me know how y'all feel about it. Next, No Spice has been caught copying Cardi B again. Fans are calling Icespxce out because she has dropped a new music video. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Trashy, whatever it's called. But fans are saying that the music video is similar to Cardi B's WAP. There's one scene where she's walking in the hallway, similar to what Cardi B did in WAP. A lot of people are saying she's copying Cardi B. Now, she's also been exposed for using bots, and I do have to give her 50,000 lashings. I think she got 6 or 7 million views on the video so far, but the video doing that many is suspicious considering the song flopped when it was dropped a week or two ago. It didn't even chart, but you expect me to believe that you're doing 7 million views in 24 hours on a flop single? I don't know about that. That sounds suspicious. So TDE is coming after Mr. Joe Budden, okay? Now, Messy Bottom Bussy Joe decided to come after Dolce last week, basically alluding to her being an industry plant because she kind of went ghost after the allegations started to really pop off.
Ain't nobody heard from Dolce?
Yo. It's about what?
I knew you would say that.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. We can find another topic. Yeah, I was just asking y'all.
I don't know what the context is.
I don't know either. What, the industry plan shit?
Move right along.
Yeah,
moving right along.
Okay.
I'm Parks. It ain't tripping me up.
Why you asked that question?
Because I thought it would be a little more obvious than it is, but I guess it's not yet. But it's kind of obvious.
Now, DJ Miss Milan, who is Dolce's DJ, I believe, said, Joe, you snapping turtle head ass B-word. You saw and heard all of her all year. Grammys, Glastonbury, Lollapalooza, just this weekend, Austin City Limits, and now her own sold out tour, which is starting this week. What's obvious is that she's working clearly. What's obvious that he had no talking point and wanted to stir up some bullshit. I'm glad everyone left him on that hill alone, stupid ass N-word. You know how this ish goes. From the first person viewed as a former artist like the effing when she was finally being mentioned and seen everywhere after wanting her to finally get some recognition. You the same people that be complaining about her being an industry plant. Now she's silent. She's still a plant. Do y'all notice how dumb y'all are? Okay. Well, here's my thing. I think what people are saying is the fact that, she has released a few collaborations. They haven't really popped. A lot of people are wondering what the next single is going to be. Okay, now do I believe Doechie's industry plant? No. Okay, but I can see if people don't know the history of Doechii, why they would think that. But I think any person that blows up really fast and gets all the awards and starts magically charting out of nowhere, people are going to call them a industry plant if you don't know the history of the artist. Okay, Doechii got a Grammy, and no shade to Doechii, she hasn't done 1/10 of what Nicki Minaj has done. You know, and no shade, I understand Nicki's blackballed, and, you know, a lot of people in the industry, especially a lot of executives, may not like her, but to give Doechii a Grammy off of a mixtape doesn't logically make sense, and it doesn't help her case. So I can see why she has those allegations. Now, moving on to Scratch Off, if you have not noticed, and I definitely have, I've been paying attention, Scratch Off has been relatively silent ever since Cardi B called her a coochie. Now, she hasn't promoted the record Every Time remix. What happened to the Every Time remix? Or Every Time, whatever it was called, remix with Cardi and Scratch Off. She hasn't promoted it at all. And allegedly, I keep hearing that she will address Cardi B in a record. And the thing is, I don't think Scratch Off can go toe-to-toe with Cardi B, in my opinion, because she doesn't have the fan base. She got the talent, but she don't have the fan base. And so I believe that she's going to throw subliminals, but she's never going to be fully direct. She already don't have the Barbs supporting her. The Barbs turned her back on her years ago because she basically was recording Nicki Minaj's phone calls. So if she ever really turns on Cardi B openly and start openly dissing Cardi B like JT, she's going to lose more support. Okay? So I don't really feel like she's going to be able to go full throttle on Cardi B, but allegedly she will be throwing some slight jabs. She will be talking about Cardi B's man and Cardi B getting cheated on and Cardi B having no talent. Those are some topics that she probably will discuss, but she's not going to be direct. Okay? She never is, though. She always throws slight shade, but is she ever fully direct? I never really seen Scratch Off be direct unless it was with Nicki Minaj. Okay? Because she needed the clout. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan used her PR relationship with Calvin, or what's his name? Klay Thompson. Sorry. With Klay Thompson to, I guess, promote her new single, which she is sampling the iconic girl group Total, okay? And Megan looks good. I can't even front. Megan looks fire. She definitely top 5 when we're talking about female rappers. She definitely up there, okay? But I do feel like this was strategic and PR. No shade. I do feel like it was PR. Here's my thing. If it wasn't PR, Megan would be keeping that relationship private. She didn't even do this with Party like that. You know, she posted videos with Parson Fontaine, but never really to promote a record because she probably didn't want people to think that Party was writing for her, even though he wrote on Bad News, which he is credited on. Go look at the credits for Bad News. He's on some of the songs. Now, with that being said, I think it would be a bad look for her to start using Klay to promote her music. Only reason why is because once that relationship is over, and I do believe eventually it will end, people are going to clown her. And a lot of people think, oh, he's going to propose. He could propose, they can walk down the aisle, but to be quite honest, this relationship ain't going to last. I can already tell Klay is probably a little bit too nice for Megan Thee Stallion and is going to eventually backfire. Or he's playing like he's too nice to the general public, but I don't fully think it's gonna last. And I think that's why when he was asked about Megan in an interview, because he plays basketball, he declined to talk about it. Okay, but she posted him like they getting married. It's gonna be a bad mistake. I know Cardi B already regretting coming out with Stephon Diddy, and she knocked up, and she already regretting it. Okay, because once she came out with Stephon Diddy, all his tea got exposed. And I think eventually the same thing's going to happen with Klay Thompson. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I think she looks good, but that's all I had to say about that. Now, Summer is coming back with a new album November 14th. Okay? Is y'all gonna support Summer? Because y'all didn't support the last 2 singles that she dropped. Now, I think it was called Spend It. That was a fire record. Y'all didn't really support it like that. But she has a song called Spend It that was pretty fire. And she did reveal some tea in regards to her album dropping in a month. The album has more than 12 tracks. Unfortunately, a Chris Breezy feature is likely to happen. I guess some fans are not happy about that. I feel like that's going to be fire. See, Breezy and Summer. She's no longer Musty Walker. She is Queen Summer. If the album flops, she will go back to her old name. Okay, we being nice. We being generous. Okay, we in our unproblematic era. But if the album is trash, you will be getting back your old name. No shade, Summer, okay? So I'm going to show you grace today, but don't disappoint me November 14th. With that being said, Scratch Off is confirmed feature already. Already disappointed. Scratch Off, really? You couldn't call Doja or something? I know you and Nicki not cool, but really? Scratch Off? We don't need a Scratch Off collaboration. So you already ruining the album. I mean, oh my goodness, do we need that? No, we don't need a Scratch Off collaboration. That's finna flop. She couldn't even save Cardi B. What are you talking about? Other rap girls are featured. Great. See, Musty Walker. See, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. I really did. We don't need any rap collaborations. Call up SZA, call up Kalani. Call up Janae Aiko. Good, like if the package is right there. That would be 3 fire collaborations. If Kalani and SZA are not on the album, we're gonna have a problem. I'm sorry. Automatic deduction of 5 points. Collabed with people from Over It. No new session track. Okay. Well, we don't care. So basically, this album may not live up to her first album, which I believe is her best album. Still Over It was fire, but her best album is her first album. And we do not need no Sexy Red and Scratch Off and Cardi B on the album. I already know how you finna do. We do not need that at all. Now, King Kendrick and Playboy Bottom Bussy Carti performed together in LA. I like Kendrick Lamar, but I don't know what he sees in Bottom Bussy Carti. I think this relationship needs to be investigated because I do not think Playboy Bottom Bussy Carti is that talented for you to be doing 3 collaborations and performing with him. Like, he's not that talented, okay? I don't know what this relationship is about, but it needs to end. Okay, no shade. I just don't know what you see in Playboy Bottom Bussy Carti. He's not that talented. He's not. He screams and yells. He mumbles. That's it. I mean, I'd rather listen to Future if that was the case. But let me know if you guys saw their performance. Kendrick Lamar killed it per usual, but I still don't really see the evil twin relationship that he has with Playboy Bottom Bussy Carti. I just don't like it. I think it's trash. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Nicki Minaj. What's going on behind the scenes with her, Queen Taylor, Sydney Sweeney, D'Angelo. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.